Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Terry. This is my channel, Gotham Cenobites, and this is going to be the review portion of Prime 1 Studios' The Merciless from their Dark Knights Metal Museum Masterline. And we're going to get into the intro and get right into the review that is coming up next. Alright, and we're going to start by getting the dimensions of this thing. So here we go. It is just about 17 inches wide. It's just about 18 deep. It is just a sliver under 44 inches tall, so yeah, he is not going to fit in here. You guys let me know in the comment section if anybody has these shelves. Is there any type of something you could slap into it that he could drop down a few inches? That'd be helpful. I mean, otherwise he's going to have to be separate. All right. So what we're going to do now is get into close-ups, and that's coming right now. Alrighty, so now we're going to get into the close-ups of this great statue, starting with the base. Begin with the short little black weathered thing on the bottom, going up to the gold and patina, and this is one of my only complaints about the statue, is I think the lava effect and paint really could have been done a lot better than it was. I mean, it's Prime 1, so I figured they would have just done a better job with the painting of this lava. But as we move up, you got most of the armor, especially in the lower half, has this gray dirt-like mud substance on it, like he's been in the trenches fighting. You see all this gray mud-looking dirt, and you see all the weathering and battle damage, and you see the texture of the pants right here, straps and metal, just a lot of different textures on this guy. You see the armor has some cuts, scrapes. You see the chain going through the front to the back, and all again texture. All the leather looks real, the metal looks real. It's just phenomenally sculpted and painted. As we make our way up, I mean, it's just a genuine, just awesome representation of old knight's armor, and the chainmail effect. Prime 1's really getting their knack with it. I mean, I still want the Batman damned because it's all chainmail, but there you see the bat symbol, and again, the armor weathered, scuffed, nicked, with that dirt on it, and say dirty knees, and more of the other boot going on here with the straps. And here you got this fist. I mean, it's just incredible paint and detail on this thing. It is just phenomenal. I mean, pictures, videos don't do it justice. That's my favorite head on it. Now we work our way up to the sword. The God Killer. we're going to switch out the heads in just a second here. So you can see the second head sculpt of him looking up, and it's more accurate to his comic book, where he's holding the sword in the sky, looking up. And I originally had this whole thing, as you look at more chainmail back here, and just a good shot of his back. I had this thing filmed and ready, and coupled with me not liking what I said, all the positive feedback I got on the wife filming the unboxing, I'm like, you can just film something and I can talk over it. So that's what we did, and you see kind of an overshot of everything towards the front. We're going to get more into details in the back. She was paranoid about getting the bed in focus, so we spun him around. And you see the Diana Memorial Rock right there, and just kind of an overshot. I think my son's going to be coming in here, so that's for size reference. Yeah, he's pretty much a child. And as we get some more good shots of the back, again, the lava effect and the way the helmet sits in this thing, those are my only two gripes about this whole statue. Is my magnet doesn't sit very well, and that footage is coming. But as we get more great shots of the back, you got this little skirt or loincloth you got going on here, the chain, and look at Liam's fist. He's a little man. He's trying to give him dap. He's trying to give him a fist bump. But yeah, as we get closer, great looks at the back of this thing. Great shots of little hip pieces. I mean, the detail that can go on for days for this guy. I can't believe I almost passed him up. I'm so happy to have him here. Me and the wife are kicking around ideas about what to do together for the next one. But there he is in all of his glory. And yeah, the gold and the patina is really well done. I mean, the base is well done, except for the lava. I mean, it's a lot to be desired, but it's not a deal breaker for sure. I think as long as you don't go close up on it, I mean, overall it looks pretty good. And so now we're going to get into my other issue. As you see here, I mean, there's no real deep socket, and it feels like it just sits there, like it's very loose, both heads. You barely push it and it moves. If other people out there that have this statue, let me know if that's normal or if you think I have a defect. I don't know. So now we're going to get a shot of both of them. Batman Who Laughs was the first in this line. Merciless is the second. Kind of a overshot of the whole shelf. And it's crazy how much taller he is. I mean, just him lunging up, stepping up with that sword makes him so much taller. And here is my CGC and pop. I have all the pops for these guys. I'm going to display them with their CGC and all of their pops. And these comic book stands, I'm going to have a custom one made for every single statue, every single CGC. I even have a Grim Knight I have to get graded. But it's a long way off. But I think the room and the shelf as a whole is going to be epic to behold in person once I finally have all of them. So that's going to wrap up close-ups, and let's get into character origin for this guy. Alright, origin of the Merciless. So the story begins with Bruce mourning over a dead Diana. They've been at war with Ares for 2 years. They're finally able to defeat him by knocking off his helmets, but it does cost Diana her life. Ares is talking all kinds of shit, so Batman grabs the helmet, thinking he can control it. He does end up getting enough power to behead Ares, but it does end up corrupting him, and Batman Who Laughs, otherwise known to me as the Nick Fury of the Dark Multiverse, comes through recruiting him, saying, I know of another Earth we can go to wreak havoc. So then we see him at a military compound just come wrecking through. At the military compound, they're all talking about other events that have happened. Other Dark Knights coming through, wreaking havoc, and Merciless comes through, destroying them. And eventually you see more of the Dark Knights as they advance. The military eventually just nukes the place, drops a bomb, but the Merciless is able to absorb all of the energy. We then see him on his throne, carving the memorial rock for Diana, saying he misses her, he loves her, and the story ends with him holding Steve Trevor by the throat. And that is the origin of the Merciless. Hey, just wanted to go over a brief thing I forgot to mention in his origin. If you notice, Batman's logo also has Wonder Woman's logo in it. And in Earth -12, Bruce and Diana are a couple. And so they're together when they fight Ares. And he carries her logo in his to honor her memory. So that's why you see her logo in his. And that will wrap up character origins. Let's get into final thoughts. Alright, welcome back. So that's going to wrap up the review for the Merciless. I did kind of struggle on thinking of where to put the origin. I figured a lot of people are coming to see the review of the statue. I do know not necessarily a lot of people know about the character, so I stuck the origin in there after the review. So if you're interested in staying, stay to watch it. If not, see the piece and move on. I did get another great idea from a fellow collector. Me and the wife did have fun, so we're probably going to unbox the rest of these like we did this time. But probably talk about the origin just to kind of fill that dead space during the unboxing. I think it was a really, really good idea, and the wife thought it was a good idea, so she'll learn more about the character that she's watching me unbox, and I'll be able to tell you. You can find all of the Dark Knight's origins. I have them all in this book. It is called Dark Knight's Rising. It has all of their origins in it except the Grim Knight. But I am currently reading the Batman Who Laughs hardcover, and his origin is in that one. So I don't even know his origin at this point, but I will. I know all the others. That is a great book. If you're interested in these characters, even in the slightest, I do recommend at least picking that book up. It's all of their origins. The actual metal run isn't quite as exciting as their origins, in my opinion. But that is going to wrap this up. That is the Merciless. If you like the video, you can like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If you feel like this is the kind of content that you'd be interested in. Again, my next video, it's probably going to be Jazz Inc. dioramas, Batfleck, Bat Signal. I know a lot of other people have gotten their shipping notice from Prime 1 for Red Death. But I got the rest of my Prime 1s as of now through Spec Fiction. I am not sure if the Merciless has shipped from Spec Fiction yet, so although others are going to be getting in the Red Death, I will probably be months after them. But it's okay. They're all going to be here eventually. But I appreciate everyone who has made it this far for watching. As always, I will see you next time. Thanks.